Hello, hello, everyone. So, with this, I wanted to show you how to do any grid drawing. So, what I wanted to show with this first was that you first need to do a 1 inch by 1 inch grid. The ruler that I have, it does have a two side to it. One is millimeters, the other is inches. So what I'm doing is I'm making tick marks at each one. So I am just going back and forth all the way around my border and I am making a tick mark at all of the ones. Then what I'm doing is I'm taking my ruler and I'm drawing across from one tick mark to the other in order to make the lines that go across. You will now see that I'll have nice straight lines going across, and eventually it will make a grid because I'll have one going vertically and one going horizontally. And because I have all of them in 1 inches, it will become a 1 inch by 1 inch grid. So now my next step is that I'm going to write basically where all of my things are. So I usually go A through H on one side and 1 through 8 on the other side. So now I know what all the boxes are. So now I'm going to go to my bigger paper. So this paper is, I believe, 16 feet. So instead of going 1 inch by 1 inch, I want to make basically what my picture was before bigger. So I'm going to double it in size. So I'm going to actually go 2 inches by 2 inches. So you can see I'm actually skipping the odds and I'm only doing the evens. So I'm doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The next step is I am going to draw across, do the same thing yet again. And this time I'm going to basically make sure that I have a 2 inch by 2 inch grid. All of this I'm doing in Sharpie. I highly suggest you do it in pencil just in case you make a mistake. And also, eventually, we will erase these grid lines on the bigger paper. So as you can see, I have all of my vertical lines now, and I'm just lining up everything so I can have my horizontal lines. My last step on this is to do the same with the 1, 2, 3, 4s, and I can actually label it now A1, A2, A3, and this is going to help me in the long run figure out which one goes to which area. I can do the same with B2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So the first column is all going to be ones, and the first row is going to be all A's. So now what I'm doing is I'm following the lines that the flower has in each of the columns and rows. So I started off with A1 and I only needed to do that little bump, right? Following that line into A2 and moving on. So I'm just following all of my lines that I had made, and I'm really making sure I follow along with that. I usually do one row at a time or one column at a time. I started with the A column and now I'm moving on to the B column. And I'm just connecting all of those lines I had before, and I am continuing to build my flower. I am going box by box. Box by box, I find is the easiest way to do this. Now I'm just finishing up that one petal of the flower and I'm continuing. I hope that this was helpful and I hope you understand how to do it. Have a good day. Bye.